Since it's Pride Month, I wanted to celebrate queer contributions to the arts and culture. In no particular order, here are my favorite queer TV shows. Not just my favorite queer show, but one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. Sense8 is a masterpiece. While I and many others lament the show's unjust handling by Netflix, it still managed to tell a beautiful and moving story in its 2 seasons. There was representation across the board, and despite its sometimes dark tones, it centers queer joy. It's hard to talk about queer shows, especially recent ones, without highlighting Heartstopper. Though there are misers out there who don't value stories about teenagers, this show has proven to be important representation for younger folks. Many identities are explored and expressed, and there's a poignant message about mental health. What began as a serialized story in the newspaper in the 70s was adapted twice for the screen, showing the long journeys of a chosen family. The residents of 28 Barbary Lane came together by chance, but supported each other by choice. They became family. Most recently adapted for Netflix, Tales of the City explores community and honoring your roots. If you need a lot more drama in your life, Shameless is the way to go. This show is a lot, even in its tamest episodes. While Ian as Gay Jesus might be a bit of an, interesting choice, and his relationship with Mickey was not always the healthiest, his family was always supportive. There are multiple queer characters, and the south side of Chicago was, with some exception, accepting. Some might call Young Royals a better version of the story of another gay royal that was adapted from a pretty great book. It's me. I'm some people. The difference in this show is that it gets more room to breathe and explore the exploration and struggle of the prince, his love interest, and the supporting cast. Royal families never change, but the world does. The 90s and early 2000s were full of sitcoms, and a somewhat surprising standout was led by 2 gay characters and 2 strong women. Will and Grace were supported by a revolving door of boyfriends and crazy situations. The show tackled family, homophobia, both internal and external, and culture, among other things. And who can say no to Jack? Few ensemble casts fit together as well as the Rose family and the residents of Schitt's Creek. Of course, the late great Catherine O'Hara is a gay icon as Moira and beyond, but there's also the prevalent relationship between David and Patrick. Everyone involved experiences immense growth and comes together in a way that seems impossible at the start. In some ways, Pose is to today's audience what Paris is Burning was 30 years ago. One of Ryan Murphy's many historical dramas, it tells a fictional tale of the real-life journeys undertaken by those in New York's ballroom houses. It shows how the community came together to support each other through crisis, and how standing out can be the best thing to do. There are plenty of others out there that I didn't have time to mention, or that I just may not know about, so let me know your favorites in the comments.